Hope everybody's doing well, slept well. Good morning, Alan. Hey, Bill, Thomas, Gold, Jim, Bart, Rod, Sonny, Julie, Rally, Chip. Good morning, everybody. Hey, I've got a chart here I want to share with you that I think is killer, and it might be one for not only trading but long term. Let's take a look at this. ALB. This was passed on to me by a friend. My conscience, actually, you guys have all heard me talk about my conscience, and this was passed on. Take a look at ALB. This ALB on the daily chart. We're coming off the bottom here. We've actually gone through the rounded bottom breakout. We're up over the 200 period moving average. And man, I think this has got some killer upside to it. Take a look at the weekly. The weekly, we're just now busting over that 50 period moving average. Once the T-line and trend indicator gets over that, we've got ourselves this rounded bottom breakout. And now I think we've got a real trade that we can look at. So, hey, let's all keep our eyes on this ALB. And if anyone buys it, let everybody know. If you close it, let everybody know. The more eyes on it, the more can watch it. The better chances we all have of catching it at the right time, okay? So anyway, I think that's a super chart. Okay, let's go look at the SPY. And 650. So I was playing around this morning with AI, and, AI can be kind of fun. And I created an image on AI where a bull is serving cake to traders in a trading room after the market hits, the SPY hits 650. So let's keep our eyes on that. 650, and then go back and remember this recording here. But the image is kind of cute, and it'll be up here in a little bit, okay? Hey, good morning, Sharon. Hello, Neil. Good morning. How are you guys over there? Thanks for logging in. So anyway, let's take a look at the SPY. I think it's doing absolutely wonderful. Price remains above the T-line. T-line remains above the trend indicator. We are still bullish. Diamonds the same way. Price, T-line, trend indicator. Qs, same way. Price, T-line, trend indicator. A little close, but still there. IWM. Look at IWM go. Holy moly. IWM is about to approach, that 244, 245, maybe the top. Well, here, let's just go see what the high is, I guess. We'll call it 245. So we're about to get to that 245 high. We're not, but maybe 3% away from that. So that'll maybe we need to get some bulls serve some cake to IWM as well. We can do that. We have AI. Take a look at, excuse me, IYT, the transports. Transports are still doing fantastic. We still have this uptrend. Let me get a pencil here. We go from a low to a high, higher low, higher high. We come down and, it's a higher low, consolidate here. But then right to that high, higher low, higher high, higher low. It's doing everything we would want it to do. SMH is the same way. Beautiful chart. For those that like pop out of the boxes, that's what you have right now, right here on SMH. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be watching the video today. And so far, it's not great. On the report last night, the candle didn't finish actually, great. But we're not falling apart. Ideally, we do need to be above that 183 up here. We need to break out. If we keep messing around with this, it could drop down a little bit. But with NVIDIA, I believe it's one of those stocks that if it drops, it could be a buying opportunity. Not every single drop is a buying opportunity, because say it dropped right here. Well, maybe that is a buying opportunity, but it just might drop a little bit lower. So the thing of it is watch If it does drop, pull back, wait for the buy signal and the buy pattern before we start buying it. And I think that would be a good buy at that point when the right time. Okay, when the right time. Hey, Vernon, good morning. Thanks for logging in. What else do we have here? What did I miss? Oh, T2123. Still looking good here on the daily. The VIX never really got any real traction yesterday. It did try, but it did not get any real traction. It was quickly taken away. Any traction that it got, quickly taken away. So we have no fear in the market right now. And T2123 is still shouting bullish, bullish. So yeah, let's go. 650, here we come. Hey, again, if you get a chance, check out this video because it's got a bull serving a cake to traders, congratulating hitting 650. Let's take a look at CRWV. This is a chart I am in, and I want to point this out. It looks like it's going to try to work out today. Yesterday it did pull back a little bit, didn't get going. Maybe today's the day it jumps up to that 110 area. We'll see. We'll evaluate what the candle looks like here, what the market looks like here, because it still may have some room to run up toward that 50-period moving average. And up to that 50, that's a 28% stock play. That's got to be 60% option play on that by the time it gets there. So CRWV there, okay? Does anybody have any charts that you like, you want to point out? Please put them in here. Here's another one, AEVA, coming off the bottom, kind of an oversold condition, and off this is actually off the dotted deuce, the modified 200 coming up here. So this might be another one that I'm interested in. Good morning, William. You're looking at some XOM. Yeah, looking pretty good, isn't it? I would think a little bit of rest might be, coming soon, but the trend certainly is up, and targets to the upside pretty simple. Just let's look at these highs. Once you break out of those highs, then we're free to move even higher, right there. So those little resistance, those little high points, they're targets. So right now that would look good, but again, watch for a little bit of a pullback. It's been up quite a few days, but the chart's looking 2 thumbs up. So way to go there. Looks good. Let's see. ACLO is one that I'm kind of waiting on, ACLO, and maybe my wait's over. That's looking pretty good. So I may have to get into some ACLO today. Yeah, I like that chart. Here we are up. And now we're pulling back. We're very close to the T-line and the trendicator. The T-line is over the trendicator. So what happens is my risk is pretty low because I will use those red-green dots as my stop point here, my protection on that chart. So might have to look at ACLO. What else do we have here? Oh, RKLB. I was in this, took the money out of it. Now it's setting up to maybe start thinking about it again. I better write that down. RKLB, right there. And this is right here. This is my favorite chart pattern. When the chart explodes to the upside, and it can be a gap, it can be multiple candles, just a strong move up. And then it pulls back. We get into that 3-8 trap area here. Nice little 3-8 trap area here. And then buyers start buying into it. And then we start making money as it moves up. Hey, speaking of the 3-8 trap, I'm going to be making a video here. And I've got a little bit of a worksheet. Not a worksheet, but it's something to read about the 3-8 trap. And I'll be posting that out for everybody in our social media. So watch for that, okay? What else do we have here? CLF. Here's another chart that I'm in already. Looks like we're gapping up just a little bit this morning. So that's, you know, that's a great way to wake up when you're in something and it's popping up like that. And so here's the trend. You know, yeah, here's the trend right there. And we've got this low, this high, higher low. We're working to make the higher high. Uh, we've got a morning star signal here, and then candles just riding the T line up. This is what we call a T line run, and we'll run that till it doesn't run anymore. A nice chart here on that one. Thanks for the help in the room, by the way. A lot of the trade ideas that I get are from our members when they post them out. I do believe this was one of them. So thank you. That CRWV was one as well. Hey, Daryl, good morning. Good morning. Let's see. ACHC. That, to me, that setup is there already. Yeah, that setup is there. We're over the 50 period moving average. It's not quite a rounded bottom breakout. Maybe that's what you're thinking that it needs. T line above the 50, followed by the trend indicator up here. But, I look at this and, man, that's a pretty tight consolidation with price action. First target up will be one of the first main targets that we're going to look at is the dotted deuce right there. I'm going to come over here and somewhere I've done that. There it is. And this one's kind of, well, we'll just leave it there, won't we? Okay. No, I'm going to bring that down a little bit. I want this right at that 50% level. So there's the 50% from whatever, say about, there it is right there, September 27th last year. 50% level. There's some targets on the way up. Yeah, the dotted deuce is going to be the first target here on that, right in there. We get through that. Here comes the 200. That's a super nice chart. ACHC. There we go. Thank you very much, Darren. Appreciate it. Hey, Vernon, how you doing? D-Dog. Let's take a look at some D-Dog here. Yeah, D-Dog is trying to shape up. Nice bottom, trying to move up here. If you're in it, it looks fantastic. Keep that stop in there. Over the 50 period moving average, I do believe you'll get that 150 up there. But that 50 is going to have to be taken out. So just mind that stop. Nice bottom on that one. EL. That's setting up nice. I believe we looked at this a little bit yesterday, and what we want to look at is that breakout. So here we are right at the edge of, breaking out, and nice low, high, higher low, and now that breakout. Once we do that, here comes 102, 104 up there, I believe, on EL. And, when I say things like, here comes 102 or 104, that's assuming that the overall market is bullish or stays bullish. Because if the market was to all of a sudden stop being bullish and now start bearish, heading down, or even having a minor correction, that puts the screws to a lot of charts for a short period of time. So you have to watch that back end of the market. I think we talked about that the other day. The back end during the open house, we talked about that, how the back end of the market has to be working with the front end of the market. The front end of the market are the charts you are looking at and trading. The back end of the market is the market itself. Are we getting new highs? Is the SPY working? Is the Qs working? Is the diamonds working? Things like that. So that's the back end. That's what you don't see on this chart right here. But EL, nice chart. Way to go. It's one of my favorite part of the day is when everybody puts out charts. Great way to start a watch list. So VST, I think that's the one. A couple of members bought this yesterday going into the close, and That looks pretty good. I like that. You know, I guess depending on where you want to draw your line here, I suppose if you drew your line right there, then what we would have is we'd run into resistance right here. Um, I'm not sure that's where I want to draw my line. I'm not even sure that I want to draw a line on this, to tell you the truth. Keep an eye on that trend indicator. We start moving up and turning green. That thing's going to flip right up. That's a nice chart. VST. Thank you for that one there. Okay. Hey, I've got a few more over here. Let me just need to click on something to get them. There we go. Let's take a look at KHB. Whoops. KBH. KBH. There you go. Look at the trend on this thing. Let's back it up, though. For anybody that would like to study a little more about the rounded bottom breakout, here it is right here, okay? Right there, that's a good study. Take KBH, print that chart out, put it on your wall, put it on your desk. That is a great study of a rounded bottom breakout right there. That's beautiful. So we're past that. Here we've broken out. We've had that big pop up. Here's a little pullback. Typical trading chart. We're back in that 3-8 trap right there. And now we're looking higher. This, by the way, is a continuation pattern. Whenever a chart does this, we do this, that. Now, there is one piece that's missing here. When we start to move up and break out, that's a continuation pattern right there. So we've got think of it as 1, 2. We're going to think of it as 4 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 leg, 2 legs, 3 legs just to here, and then the 4th leg up like this. Okay, so when we get to that 3rd leg, get it to that breakout area, that's what we look for. There's where we make the money. But before we do that, right in here, that is a continuation pattern setup. Love that. Fastenal. Whoops. Try this again. Whoops. I don't know what's going on. There it is. Look at Fastenal here. This is a pop out of the box. This is a pretty popular chart pattern with hit run candlesticks. We've got a candle that's up, could be multiple candles up. And then at the top range of that candle, we get this sideways consolidation of 3, 4 or more candles. And that's what we have right here, pop out of the box. That looks like it's moving up. That's a real nice chart. Fastenal. Let's write that down. Fastenal. Okay. Looking good. Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers setting up. See how we're making that continuation pattern? And here's the thing. Don't take my word for it. Go back and look what we've got here. Up, back, continuation. Up, back, continuation. Up, back, continuation. Up, back, continuation. Get the drift? We're still doing it here. So that's looking good. Thank you very much for those. We already looked at CLF. Take a look at C. C is moving up. I've got a target of 100. There's a rule of thumb in trading. It's not a real rule. I mean, hell, even all rules aren't real rules, are they? They're just something somebody made up. You know, when you hear, well, I've got this set of rules, it's just stuff you made up. Most traders, when they first start out, they'll bite the bullet and they'll find some rule from some guru, but they'll break that rule a million times before they become a really good trader. A rule of thumb, but like I said, you're not going to go to jail if it doesn't happen. When price gets close to 100, the 100 develops a magnet. Big fat round numbers, they all of a sudden become a magnet, and they can draw price right into them. So right now, I'm looking for Citi to move right up into that $100 area. Tag that. So let's keep an eye on that one. So right now, for instance, we get to 100, there's a 2.75% trade right there, and it absolutely may go higher. All right. One more. ZWS right here. Look at that. There's that continuation pattern. Nice chart. Look at that big pop up. We, for the most part, just simply consolidate. And then actually, let's do this. It's not quite that simple, is it? There we go. We kind of move up, consolidate, then we break out of this high, and now we're holding. How does this happen? This happens because larger companies, not retail traders, hold it up there because they think it's going to be worth more. So up it will go in time here. So that's a nice chart. Thanks. Hey, good morning, Tex. Good morning. Glad to see you there. Let's see. Is it Ed? I'm sorry if I pronounce that right. EID. You're looking at CCL. You're going to go on a vacation. Look at that. If you're in it, fantastic. If you're looking to buy it, you might want to consider the fact it's been up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. 6 days, and it might be getting a little thin up there. The water might be getting a little thin, and you don't want that boat to hit bottom here. So, and that doesn't mean that it's a bad trade. Maybe wait for a better setup and then take the next run to the upside. And of course, if you're always in it, you can raise your stop and just milk the devil out of it. Just, take how much money you can take out of it. But it does look like it's thinning out to me there. Sharon, good morning. VFC, look at that. Big move up. I'm going to flag that, write that one down. VFC. So for me personally, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put the buy box on this. And I seriously want this chart to pull back. I'll watch for that buy signal. We're holding over the dotted deuce. The next target is right up here at the 200 period moving average. And I think that is a superb chart. This chart here, nice bottom. Everything's looking fantastic. And I know for me personally, like I say, I would like this to rest in this little box a little bit. That'll give the T-line time to catch up. Trend indicator will move up a little bit, make for better entry for me. And then let's see if it doesn't carry up to 1690 there, okay? How we doing? All good? Let's go check the market real quick. So far, SPY is still hanging right in here. There's our 650 mark, okay? I want to look at this chart one more time. This is the first chart that I shared. This chart, if there's a chart of the day, this one is it right here. ALB, I think it's got tons and tons of upside. Maybe one of the prettiest charts I've seen in a long time. So we're going to take a look at that, not only for long term, but maybe some short term trading as well. ALB. We already looked at that one. All righty. A great big good morning to everybody. We'll see you when the market opens up. And then we're going to be rooting for 650 in the SPY. It's possible it's today. It's possible it's tomorrow. But 650 still looks like it's in the cards for now, okay? Hey, everyone, have a great morning. And thank you so much for being here and watching us for our charts and targets at 7:30 Eastern every single morning. We'll see you here tomorrow morning, okay? Thanks, everybody.